Hey guys, it's Shannon again. It's another day with no makeup, and that is because I'm going to kind of do a review. It's not so much a review as, kind of a first impressions type thing, because I think this product has a lot more ways that I would like to test it long run, but I do want to let you know what I think of it initially so that you can decide whether now is a good time for you to buy or not. And my face happens to be very angry with me today. You can see I'm very red and blotchy all over the place. And that is my immune system upset with me because I ate soup from a can yesterday with red meat in it. So it's unfortunate for you to have to look at, but it's actually perfect for this pseudo review because you're going to get to see very well whether this product works, especially to cover up redness. So, the product that I'm talking about is the Mineral Wear Talc-Free Mineral Correcting Powder in Creamy Natural. This is from Physicians Formula. And again with the glare, so let me pull it up really close to the camera so you can see that it has swirls of pink and green and kind of a peach color and yellow in it. And the way that it works is it has a little button here which kind of blends in, but you press down and it releases the clasp. So this comes up, and then also there's a little lip here, so you kind of stick your fingernail under the lip. This lifts up, and underneath there is a fun little brush. The brush, not the softest, but it's not painful. It's not one that's going to hurt your skin, but it's not the softest. I did use the brush to use it initially. For me, the brush wasn't the best option. It made it a little bit kind of streaky and cakey on my face. So I tried a different brush. I think this is a product where you're going to have to experiment with all different kinds of brushes to find the one that best suits your needs and the way that you're going to use this product. So I think this brush can be used for different things. I personally am just not going to be using it with this particular product. Okay. I did mention this from Physicians Formula, right? I feel like I forgot to say that for some reason. Anyway, so I did try it with the brush. It wasn't my favorite. So I switched to my MARC Blush and Bronzer brush. This is a flat top brush, and I liked it much better. And I have to say that I initially am actually very impressed with this product. I think I didn't really have high hopes for it, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised. So, we've already talked before about my redness on my cheeks, which is really highly exaggerated today because I'm breaking out with, I have hives and things from what I ate yesterday. I'm itching like crazy. So, I will be a peeling mess in about 2 days. But anyway, flat top brush, I just swirled it in the color. And I'm just going to apply it with the brush straight to my face because they recommend that you wear this, either alone on the face or over your makeup. So I'm just going to apply it to one cheek so you can kind of see how it works. And on camera, it is leaving kind of a white hue as I blend it out. It also recommends if your face is really dry that you apply moisturizer first. I obviously am really dry, so that's going to cause some additional caking that you would normally have. But you can see that it, I blended it out really well. You can see that it actually covers the red fairly well, and I was pretty impressed with that. I was kind of surprised. You can see that it's kind of whiting out my cheek, and it's blending a little better into the hints of natural skin color that you can see peeking through my blotchiness. So I'm actually kind of impressed with that. Now, it is a little bit, it does kind of cling to dry spots, so be aware of that. I don't know that this is a product that I would use really completely by itself, unless I had to for some reason. I mean, I guess if I was just running out somewhere and I just wanted to cover up my redness, I would maybe do that, but I don't know that it's a product I would always wear it by myself. I think probably I will be using it over foundation, which I did try, and so I'm going to show you that on the other cheek. And I'm going to leave my nose nice and red so that you have something to compare my other cheek to. So what I'm going to do is I have my Revlon New Complexion makeup in Warm Beige, number 5, that I've been wearing lately, which I like very much. Actually, I think as far as drugstore products go, I really enjoy Revlon foundations. I think they work really well. So, little side note there. And so I'm just going to take a little bit and kind of cover my little red areas on the left side. Okay. And you can see that it kind of neutralizes the redness a little bit, but you can still see that there's some red peeking through. And that's usually what I deal with. That's usually where I concentrate my green color correctors. And so now that I've got a little bit of foundation over that area, I'm going to take the powder and I'm just going to brush the powder over the top. And the reason that I did this was because I wanted to see if the powder would cake up at all going over top of the foundation. And it doesn't. And you can see that my redness is covered up pretty nicely. You can still see my red, and my nose is red, and you can still see my birthmark here. Now this product isn't going to work for, you know, if you have one giant pimple that is flaming red and the rest of your face is neutral. I mean, maybe you could pat this on with, you know, a finger or something. I don't know. But, you know, it's not really going to work so well for that type of situation. But if you just want to even out your skin tone, I think this is nice. I don't know that this is a product because it does kind of leave, at least on me, it leaves a little bit of kind of an ashy cast, at least on the side. It's not quite as bad on the side with the foundation, but on the side where I don't have any kind of a base, it definitely kind of leaves a whiteness. So I don't know that this is a product that I would wear, you know, just dusting all over the face. I think I would be specific about where I apply this. I don't think I would put this over blush. I think I would put my blush over top of this if I'm using it in those areas, because I think that, again, the ashiness will kind of prevail in that situation. However, I do think that if you have a blush that maybe is a little bit too dark, you feel, or not quite the color that you would like it to be, well, first of all, just apply less of it and you can kind of blend that out and make it nicer. But if you're a little bit heavy-handed, you might be able to use a little bit of this over the top just to kind of tone it down a little bit. As far as darker skin tones, I'm not sure how I feel about this. I initially thought, oh, the garbage truck is here, so you're going to get to hear that. I initially thought that this might work kind of as a highlighter. I'm not really sure about that now because it does have a matteness to it. You know, it doesn't leave a shimmer. It definitely mattes you out. And so I might not recommend it in that way. So with dark skin tones, there is a risk of maybe it causing a little bit of ashiness on your skin. But again, I think you're just going to have to determine what your specific needs are and just see how it works for you. Also play around with brushes because, you know, I happen to kind of score with this particular brush for my needs. But I think I would play around even with some more brushes and see, you know, it does change the effect of how the product goes on and how it appears on your skin. So play around with your brushes. If you try one brush and it doesn't work out, the next day try something else. You know, you try a blusher brush, try an all-over powder brush, try a kabuki brush, and just play with it a little bit and see how it works for you. Like I said, this isn't a complete review because there are a lot of different ways that I can experiment with this powder, and as I do that, I will be sure to kind of update you guys on things that I really am liking or really am not liking about it. But I have to say my initial thoughts are, you know, it's a decent product, particularly for, you know, kind of blending out redness, which I think a lot of us have. It's not going to cover dark spots. It's not really going to fix, you know, intensely pigmented areas like my little capillary, but it will kind of give you an overall evenness. you may have to match your skin tone, so be cautious about that. There may be some folks that it just doesn't work for because of that reason. And I'm not really sure how it's going to do as far as photographs. You know, like I said, this is the cheek that I have some foundation on, and it blended, you know, a little nicer. But this cheek straight on the skin, you know, it does kind of cling to dry areas. It could cause some ashy reflection. So just be aware of that. If you have any questions about the products, let me know. If there's anything that you would like for me to experiment with specifically with this product, let me know. I'm happy to do that as well. I'm going to keep playing around with it, and as I come up with things that I like and don't like, I will be sure to notify you guys. So thank you again for watching. Hopefully next time I will have some makeup on. Also, I did do a video yesterday, and for whatever YouTube glitchy reason, it took hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to process. So it didn't go live until this morning. So make sure that you don't miss that one. And have a great day.